Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Tonight we are drinking from a bottle that was sent to me by the super friggin' duper Dan and Julie L. I friggin' like you guys a lot. This is the 2020 Woodford Reserve Masters Collection Batch Proof. 123.2 proof. Says so right on the label. Let's pop the top on this bitch. This is a Patreon cork pop shout out. I don't know if Justin is a breast man or an ass man, but I know that this Patreon cork pop shout out goes out to a mass man. Justin, mass man. Thank you for everything, brother. Appreciate it. Friggin' Justin Massman. Oh, America. This Woodford Reserve Masters Collection is a bottle that I have seen on shelves and I've never bought because the price tag is very high. It's about a $130 bottle. I've always been under the impression that I could have barrel-proof bourbon at a much lower price, and I can. So we're going to look at this today, and we're going to say, is this Woodford Reserve Batch Proof worth the price hike over such things as Elijah Craig Barrel Proof or Old Forester 1920 or Rare Breed or Knob Creek Single Barrel? Is this worth the extra cheddar? Let's find out. Let's get a little nosy. Ooh, no recipe. 10 bad bitches in the after me. One bad bitch look like a masterpiece. Looking for a dunk like an athlete. Big Jip, what you call it? Ooh, that's nice. Snickers bar. Pure Snickers bar. Oh my gosh, the nose is really, really good. Yeah, this is pure Snickers bar. Milk chocolate. Smells like a delicious candy store. Lots of chocolates. Lots of rich friggin' chocolates. Batch proof, limited edition, 123.2 proof. They do not have any age statement on here, so I have no clue what the age is. Just a good looking bottle. It's got the cork. It's got the strip. It's got the neck tag. It's got the neck tag dangly. It's got the bulgy shaft and the badonkadonk. Just a beautiful bottle. They really nailed the bottle shape. The bottle shape is a turn on for sure, so there's that. So sexy and hot. So beautiful. But for $130, the bottle better not be the best part. Otherwise, eesh. Holy fig Newton, that's good. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's phenomenal. That is so good. That is deep and dark. Quite a bit of oak on that. But it's like a fig Newton with the dark insides. So like a date, or no, like a fig. A friggin' fig. Figs, dates, dark chocolate covered raisins. I don't know if this is my mind playing tricks on me or if this is actually that good. Tonight it's that good. We're gonna have to put this in a blind fight against Elijah Craig and Stagg Jr. to see how this fares. But this is really good. Like, really good. On some Elijah Craig barrel proofs, you get like a bitter, spiky oak in the middle of it. This is like that without that note. This is like a really phenomenal batch of Elijah Craig barrel proof. Pie crust, cinnamon. Man, this is... Second sip, tamed down a little bit. I was more prepared for that one. The finish keeps going and going, and the finish gets a little bit... The finish is like charred pie, like a burnt pie on the finish. and it keeps going and going. It's really good. It coats the mouth phenomenally. The mouthfeel, fantastic. The palate, fantastic. The finish, wonderful to fantastic. There's not a lot to say about this bourbon except for phenomenal. The price tag. The price tag is so high. I haven't had any other batches of Woodford Batch Proof. This is the only one I've ever tried. So I can't speak for previous years or years to come. But what I can say is, if I had the money and spending $130 on a bottle of bourbon wasn't the biggest deal in the world, if it was something that I typically could do, if I'm willing and able to spend $130 on a bottle of bourbon, this would be a buy for me. If you are hesitant to spend that much on a bottle, I would say try it first and really think about it. If you have never spent that much money on a bottle and you're terrified of spending that much and you want something out of this world, I would say buy an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof for $60, save $70 and get most of the enjoyment. And if you're balling out of control, then buy them all for sure. Happy. My name is Matt. This was ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on just spending your entire paycheck on bourbon, spending your entire savings on bourbon, taking out your 401k early, even with the tax, problems, and then spending all that on bourbon, borrowing money from your friends and buying bourbon with it, raiding your neighbor's basement, taking all of their sports memorabilia, pawning it at the local pawn shop, and then taking that money and spending it on bourbon. Because bourbon's the best. We friggin' love it. So if you don't have all of it, then what do you have? Basically none of it. You are a bourbon wizard, and you deserve all the bourbon.